Have you ever felt something that didn't belong to you, like a memory, a feeling, a story that somehow reached across time? As an English learner, you might feel disconnected from the language at first. But with the right story, English starts to feel like yours too. One of the best ways to learn English is through stories. They carry more than just grammar and vocabulary, they carry emotion, rhythm, and memory. If you're ready to connect deeply with English, like this video, subscribe to TrueTalk, and leave a comment. The wind was sharp and dry as Armin reached the edge of the ruined castle. The tour guide's voice echoed from behind him, but he wasn't listening anymore. He had wandered away from the group, drawn by something he couldn't name. The castle sat on a hill, its stones ancient and cracked, some half covered by moss, others left bare and cold. The sky above was pale and silent, the kind of silence that holds breath and memory. He placed his hand against one of the stones, just to feel the texture, nothing more. But as soon as his fingers touched the wall, something shifted. It wasn't pain. It wasn't heat. It was a feeling, thick and sudden, like falling into a wave that wasn't made of water. And then, he was no longer standing there. He was running down the same stone hallway, but it wasn't empty. There were voices shouting, smoke, the sound of metal against stone. His heart was pounding, not just from fear, but from urgency. He wasn't himself anymore. He was inside someone else. He reached a door and pushed it open. A woman stood inside. Her dress was torn, her eyes wide, holding something close to her chest. A letter. She handed it to him with shaking hands. Take this. You have to. And just like that, it was over. Armin stumbled back, breathless, his hands still on the wall. The castle was quiet again. The hallway was empty. He was himself. But he still felt the weight of the letter in his hands. He looked around, trying to make sense of what had happened. No one had touched him. No one had spoken to him. And yet, something had reached across time. A memory that wasn't his. A life that had ended centuries ago. But for a moment, he had been part of it. He didn't tell the tour guide. He didn't even speak on the ride home. But weeks later, when he sat down to write, that woman's eyes came back to him. Her voice. Her letter. And the words began to flow, not from knowledge, but from something deeper. Maybe memory doesn't always belong to one person. Maybe stories don't either. In today's story, you learn phrases like drawn by something he couldn't name, something shifted, and a memory that wasn't his. You also saw how we use past continuous to build suspense and how a narrative perspective can shift to express deep emotion. We post thoughtful, powerful English stories every day. Like this video, subscribe to TrueTalk, and tell us in the comments, have you ever felt a memory that didn't belong to you? See you in the next video. 4-0